Welcome back to Last Cast. Back on the canal today. Just trying a new spot out. The only problem is I've just been talking to a guy who just walked past while I'm doing the intro, and he said it's been drained out this section in summer, so I haven't got much hope. There's another section up there, I might try that. I'm going to give it a go now because fish do come back in. It's not a bad depth, this one. We had sort of a tip off to come and fish this section, and the people tipped me off, didn't tell me it had been drained out. I've come all the way down here, and I think I'm probably not going to catch anything here. But I'll give it a go because you never know. You know, when people say it's drained out, they might mean it's just the level's gone down in summer, which it will do, and there's always deep bits where the fish will hold up. So I'll give it a go for a few hours. Then there's a nice section up there. No, not many features on it, but I'm going to go up there then after this. And you'll probably get an idea after a couple of hours if there's anything here. And I found this problem on this canal quite a bit. It seems to get drained out, but it's only small and narrow. I seem to drain it out, I don't know why, all the time. So I'll give it a go. I'll just get the rigs on. And I got told it was deeper and all, but it's about the same depth as all the other canal. So I'll just get the trace on. I've got my trace on, size 6 hooks. I use a smelt again. The water's pretty murky, so this will be a standout bait. I'll get it in, defrost it, and get some oils in. Like I said in the intro, the confidence has gone a bit now. I can't get no bank sticks in here as well. So, confidence at 0. It's not good when someone's telling you they're drained out. What the Canal Trust do is they drain the sections out and they don't tell the people who've got the fishing rights, which is not a good thing if you're paying to fish them. Get that one set up. Got one in. I'll probably give this an hour and a half. It looks like I'm probably not going to catch anything, but if you're watching this, you know, I probably have caught something. I'm not going to put it on if I haven't got anything. I'll get the other rod set up. Got the second rod set up now. I'm going to cast this one out. Give it 20 minutes to defrost, get some oils in, see if I can get some smell in the water. I'll probably get an idea. You don't look a big stretch there. Yeah, it's only like a small pond. I'll probably get an idea if there's anything in here once I get the smell in the water. And I'll just recast that to see if it's deeper in the edge. And it's about the same depth all the way across. Because I've got the 80-pound braid on, you can sort of move it about a bit, but if you're doing it initially, don't put your hooks on. I'll leave it there. I think I'm wasting my time here. Once someone tells you something like that, it's probably a kiss of death. I mean, even if there's fish here now, I'll be thinking all the time that there's none here. And we try to find new sections to fish pike. It can be a bit of a problem, especially on this canal. The other canal I fish, you don't have this problem, they don't drain the sections out. It's been about half an hour now. Gotta get some oils in. Been no active here, been getting a few bubbles on this one here, but no signs of any twitching or else, so I think it's probably gas. Usually if you get bubbles and there's a pike swimming around it, you get a few twitches where it hits the line or nudges the bait. Get some sardine oil in, inject it on the ground, put the safety cap back on, don't want to stab yourself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk down. I'm going to try to cast it near that feature. Somewhere there, I'll try it there. Don't know if the camera will pick it up down there. A little bit of line out. We'll have to keep a proper eye on that one. I'm going to put this other one where this bubble has been coming up. get the bait runners on. Where the bubbling's been coming up, I'm going, just try it again there, just work this area. It's one of these now, it's, like I said, I'm not sure if there's any pike in here. But there could be, and I still might not get a bite. It doesn't mean to say there's none here. But when someone's telling you it's being drained, when the other people say it hasn't, it does boost your confidence a bit that there may be something there. I'm not too confident. I'm probably 50-50 at the moment. I've got my forceps and stuff behind me. And we'll just see if I can entice whatever the bubbling was. It may have been a coarse fish. It did look a bit like gas, and it's probably where the leads disturbed the bottom. It took a while to come up the bubbles. And I've got one far down there, both got a smelt on, because the water's quite murky with all the water coming in up there. It's a good standout bait on the canal. Smelts. It's got it, you know, I didn't get here first thing in the morning, so I've probably got about 5 hours fishing. So what I'm going to do is probably fish 2 or 3 hours. I've got to give it a go and have an idea if there's anything here. And then I might try the next section up. There's not many features, and when I walk past it, there's not many features. There's a tree and a bridge, quite a wide section. I might try fishing that. For the last couple of hours. We'll leave them in. I have fished canals where I know there's loads of pike, and I fished all day and not got a bite, so it's not, you got to go a few times sometimes and get them when they're feeding. Right, as you can see, I've moved. I fished that section down there for a good 4 hours, and I just didn't get a bite. I didn't see any indication of a fish, so I've moved up here. I know there's pike in this section. It's the bit where I did the video last time. I'm about a quarter of a mile down this time, and I've never had any pike in this bit here. I've fished it before. I think I fished it on the last video, but I didn't get any bites, so I'm going to see if I can get some bites down here. There'll probably be different fish if I get them down here. I don't want to overfish it up there, but it's only a couple of lengths up from where I was, so you know, eventually pike might get into that swim, but people were just telling me it being drained. I mean, there's no point fishing somewhere where, when you're thinking that. They might be wrong, there might be fish there, but I've got probably 3 hours left here. I'm going to see if I can get, I'm not going to move, I'm going to see if I can get some in this different peg. And it's quite a way where we're catching before, so I think there'll probably be different fish here. You know, there's probably different pockets of them, if there's any here. There's a bit further down what looks quite good, I know. Well, I might try that one day. But I've come to catch fish today. I tried a new spot, didn't work out. I'll come into a place where I've got more confidence here. The thing is, I might not catch here. It's just one of them things now. You know, they might be all up in the other bit where we're catching them before. But we'll see if we can get one out. I think I'm just fishing for a bite now at the moment. It's a bit muddy on the canal. There's plenty of dogs barking and try to get your bait, so you've got to be careful on the canal. So I'll sit back and wait, see what happens. 3 hours. Chances are I'm not going to catch anything, but you never know. There's always a chance. Right, it's been about 20 minutes now. Probably defrosted this one. This is a new bait on this one. That one was already defrosted when I got them in. Because we're in a rush from the other peg, I just come and chucked them in, and I had to put a new bait on. The other one was a bit manky, so I put a new one on. It's defrosted now, but I have seen a few bubbles coming up on that one. And I've had this before. When you get bubbles, it's either, it could be carp, bream, you know, with the oils on it, or the smell of the fish. But I've had it before, and sometimes it takes half an hour to take the bait, and it's the pike circling the bait and disturbing the silt. So if you get them, sometimes you get gas with the weight, like down there I think it was probably gas coming up. But here, I think it was definitely a fish. I'm not sure what type of fish it was. You got trout in here as well, big brown trout. So I'm going to get some oil in. I'll show you my setup as I'm doing it. It's the same as I always use. But I've had a few comments saying this method's rubbish, but it's the method I've always used. And it's how I got shown. I got it out of the book, so it can't be that wrong. It's just a must is your £80 braid. This £80 braid, it's never broke. I just straighten the hooks out. And you're not going to leave any bait on the bottom. And have a bait runner, you can see a bit mucky. No point having nice clean tackle when you're fishing on the canal, putting it in the mud. Can't get no bank sticks in here. And there's a few bubbles coming up there now. I've just brought it in. I'm not sure if someone actually chased it on the way in. A bit of disturbance there. So I'll get it back in, I'll get the oil. I'll just show you the setup. So you got a stop knot, we use power gum. You probably won't have to see it because I've only got one camera, I can't do close-ups. You just got a running rig then, it's just a lead on a running rig. A quick change swivel and a buffer bead on it. And these are carp buffer beads. I got told you should use Pike buffer beads. I'm not sure why. I don't see any difference in it. You know, it's a bead after all. But some comments you get a bit strange. I've got a £30 trace on, bait flags on the hook, size 6 hooks. I've got a smelt on face, head down when you're dead baiting on the bottom. And it's a very effective method. When it works, if there's pike there and they're hungry, they'll take it. I've caught probably 90% of the pike on this method. And it's a method I've always used. I've got no problem with it. And some of my friends are using it now and they've gone to that. You can use it ledger and put a buzzer on, but I like to watch the floats. There's something about watching that float go. So I'll get this back in because I'm talking now, and if there was pike there it might swim off. So I'll get some oils in it, do it on the floor. I've been told off about that as well. Get a baiting needle, do it on the floor, get plenty of oil in, get it in, and put the safety cap back on when you've used it. If you get stung with that or stab yourself, you're going to be in big trouble. So I'll get some oil in, do it on the ground. I won't do it on the mat. I've had a dog came up earlier off, and I was just setting up, it knocked the rods in. You've got to watch for everything on here. It's a very tight peg. I'm going to struggle unhooking and filming. Got the bait cap back on. Get it back out to where them bubbles were. It could have been anything. I'm sure it was a fish. You get the silk bubbles seemed a bit different. They look like a fish bubbles to me. I'm probably wrong, like always. So like I say, basic setup. I have this set up on these two rods all winter. Sometimes you just take a bit of line off if it starts fraying at the bottom. But this braid, this £80 Power Pro, you know, it's real strong stuff. And if we're going to recommend one bit of kit to get, I'd get that Power Pro £80 braid, or roundabouts that. You don't want to be leaving, like I said plenty of times before, you don't want to be getting snagged on bottom and leaving a dead bait on the bottom with hooks in. I've caught a few fish in my time what I've actually had traces in them and you can't get them out if they've swallowed them too far. And the best thing to do is if you get them like that, don't cut the trace. Just leave the swivel on, otherwise the trace can get, if it's sharp it'll stick in the stomach when it swallows it a bit more. And you know, I think they probably can get rid of them. The stomach acids will rot the trace and the hooks after a bit. But you don't want to be getting in that situation. I've even caught them with lining, and you know, £8 line, £10 line, it's a bit daft really. Getting a bite now on this rod. Loads of people coming as well. You can see it's running. Only a small jack. It's fighting well. As always on the canal, someone walking past. It's done the roll of death, this one. It's actually going a bit crazy in the net. It's not a small one. Not bad though. Get under control. Get the rod there. It's a bit awkward, this peg. It's only just hooked. It's going to feel it tensing up. It's going to probably flick in a minute. There it goes. Yeah, out. Caught in the net again, that's all. Put it back by hand. Not a bad pike. About average for the canal, but like I say again, I was getting to that stage where I didn't think I would catch out. It's probably only been half an hour. And just loads of people walk past when you get one on camera. You end up talking to yourself. Well, keep an eye on the other one. I'll do it. It was a good run. And it just shows that sometimes you think there's nothing there and you get in your head. And then you get one. It's a very tight peg. You get the thing. I'm not sure if it'll come out well on film, that one. Now it's twisted the trace a bit, that one. So I'm just going to check it. I can't see any damage on it. We always double check it. It's bent the thing, and what I'm going to do, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to put another trace on. I'll make that one up again. I'll use the hooks again. And that's a good thing about making your own. It's just not worth losing a fish with the hooks in for the fish's sake. Plus you could have a 20 pounder on and lose it. So I always recommend, if you're not sure about the trace, change it. I'll do a free offering on the bottom now because I saw the smelt fly out. But it was one of them ones where I thought I wasn't going to catch one here. And it just shows that they're here. You just got to wait sometimes. It's probably only been half an hour, so I got one faster than I thought. I'm going to pick a new trace out now. I always bring plenty with me just in case that happens. They did roll death, what they call it, like a crocodile when they get snagged, and that one's a bit kinked as well. I'll have to make some more up when I get home. And that's a nice new one, that, not being used. Like I said, it's not worth risking losing the bait and hooks in the pike's mouth. It's not good for the pike. And that's why we use 80 pound braid as well. You know, it's a must, I think, 80 pound braid if you're dead baited. If you get a snag, you can just bend these, you know, these small hooks will just bend. You don't leave anything on the bottom. When I first started pike fishing, we used mono, and it was 18 pound mono, but it did break on the bottom sometimes. And you do know if you lose one on the bottom, the pike's going to eat it eventually. If there's pike in the swim, unless it's snagged in a tree, and you know the hooks are stuck well in, it should be okay. But I'll get this one on, and I've got some small skimmers. I might try a skimmer, but the smelt seems to be working. So what I'll do, I'll probably just put another smelt on. It's a bit like chocolate in the water, so it'll stand out well. Right, I've got another smelt on now. We're going to put a skimmer on, but I'm not bothering. I'm going because the water's chocolate. You know, visibility is only probably half a foot, but it'll stand out if anything's swimming past. I'll get this one defrosted again as the other one was, and then I'll get some oil on it and just wait again. I'm not sure if there'll be many in this swim, but not a bad start. I think I've just had a bit of a twitch on the same rod again. Yeah, it's going. Taking the rod. Well, shooting off this one. It's come off. They were different fish, that one. They were a bit bigger. But it's come off. I had to strike on that one. I've got some more oil back in it now. Just lost that fish. I think I'll lose more than the catch. And it's telling me that they're on the same rod, these, when they're coming up. So I think what they're doing is, I think the smell drifting down the canal and they're coming, working their way up. And I'll see if it'll come back. I'm not sure if it's out the hooks. It went at a speed down that way. I don't think it'll come back, that one. You never know. I mean, it took the rod, it was spinning the rod round. But it shot off, I saw it shoot off down there at some speed. I'm pretty sure that won't come back. I've got probably 35 minutes left now, and chances of catching another are pretty slim. Right, that's about it from last cast. Been an interesting day. Tried that new section down there, got told being drained out. So I've come up to this bit where I know there's fish in here. I'm fishing a bit further down from where I fished last time, about a quarter of a mile down. So it's I lost that one fish and had one fish on. It wasn't massive fish, but sometimes it's good just to get a bite. Been all here 3 hours and had 2 runs, so it's telling you sometimes it's just location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it another 5 minutes, call it a day. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you next time.